In March, the Dali container ship encountered a series of catastrophic events before striking Baltimore's Francis Scott Key Bridge, resulting in 6 fatalities. Despite a preliminary report from federal safety investigators, many questions remain unanswered. The National Transportation Safety Board, NTSB, documented 4 power failures on the 984-foot ship but could only explain 1, leaving the causes of the other 3, including 2 just before the crash, unresolved. Here's what we know about the incidents leading up to the disaster. The Dali experienced 4 blackouts over about 10 hours, 2 the day before the crash and 2 just minutes prior. The first blackout occurred when a crew member accidentally closed an exhaust damper during maintenance, stalling one of the ship's diesel engines. A backup generator activated but soon failed due to low fuel pressure, causing a second blackout. The reason for the fuel pressure drop is still unknown. Following this, the crew reconfigured the ship's electrical system, a routine procedure. They switched from one transformer and breaker system to another that had not been used for several months. Hours later, as the ship navigated the Patapsco River after departing the port of Baltimore, electrical breakers tripped unexpectedly, leading to another power loss. This caused the ship's diesel engine to shut down due to the cooling pumps losing power. The pilot's dispatcher contacted police and notified the Coast Guard of the power loss. Although the crew momentarily restored electricity by manually closing the breakers, more breakers tripped, leading to another blackout as the ship approached the bridge. Power was restored, but it was too late to avoid the collision. One of the pilots ordered the rudder turned, but without propulsion from the main engine, the ship couldn't be steered effectively. It struck one of the bridge's main supports, causing a collapse. Jennifer Homendy, NTSB chair, told a congressional committee that the first 2 blackouts were mechanically distinct from the latter 2. She indicated that switching the breakers after the first 2 blackouts might have impacted the ship's operations on the day of the accident. Stefano Brizzolara, a professor of ocean engineering at Virginia Tech, likened switching to a rarely used electrical configuration to wearing an old, stiff pair of shoes, noting that infrequent use increases the risk of failure. However, Neil J. Gallagher, a professor at the Webb Institute, explained that changing a ship's power configuration is a common procedure. He emphasized that transformers are simple components and typically not prone to causing issues. The investigation into the exact causes of the blackouts and the subsequent crash continues as authorities seek to understand the full scope of the events that led to this tragic incident.